So we're out here today in the wasteland. Um and anyways, when I uh when I think of something I want to try or something that I want to work on, for an idea maybe to do a video or something, um if I don't know what I feel like I want to know or need to know on the base subject before I jump into it, um I'll look around on YouTube at other creators, what they've found and what they've said, and so on and so forth. And what I kind of wanted to go down the road of is, what actually pays the better dividends at the end of the day, lone wanderer or inspirational and being on a team, because of the healing thing that I don't entirely understand yet with Speed Demon. Um, so, anyways, I went to look into that, and I couldn't find what I was looking for because nobody seemed to have anything to say about the 30% AP regen and how much of a benefit that is. And so I ask, what about that? And the comment was, well, if you have the T machine, you don't need the AP. Okay, that's fair. I understand that. But I'm not going to let go of this, that there's a large group of us that don't want to dick with food this, drink this, temporary this, buff this, micro fucking manage this, all that shit. There's a large portion of us, I believe, that just want a weapon, the fucking cards, and some armor. And what it does, what it says it does on the tin, that's what I want. I don't want to have to drink fucking tea. I don't want to have to eat a hamburger. I don't want to have to do this or do that to make shit work. Like, I want what it says on the weapon, the armor, and my perk cards. I want that to be my build. So I want to know if you only look at a build from that perspective, which is better. Assuming that you're not going to be concerned about experience. Because I mean, for example, where I'm at right now is I'm after experience.
Well, that's good.
I
No,
want
judging by that look
I
in your
want
eyes,
levels, so I'm
I have
making,
exactly zero
in my
follow-up
mind,
questions on the
steep
method of your
concessions
negotiations.
to like how
But you
I
did
like to
good.
play the game,
Shows maybe you could be trusted.
to
But there's still the issue
to
of
be able to
not
gain
missing
levels
muscle.
fast. Like I'm running a
Going
bloodied.
out chasing some
I'm
unsavory
using some
characters,
perks I don't normally
never
use,
came back.
so I
They're
could
two of the
take
tougher
Barry
cookies I've
Mentats
met
like a
in my
fiend.
day. So them
Yeah, I
being
mean, I'm
gone this
doing
long
things
means
to
something
try to
happened.
gain
You
levels,
track
but
'em
I
down?
don't want to do
Maybe
that.
I
But to
remember a
get
thing or
levels
two about this
in what
Kramer
I feel
fella.
is a reasonable manner in this game, you have to exploit it that way. I mean, this is coming from somebody who's got 4,500 hours in the game. My highest level character is level 800, and I still, on that character, am unable to scrap enough cards to get all my legendary cards maxed out at level 8 fucking hundred. I don't think it's a system that's balanced fucking right. I don't think I should have to run the same ass fucking character to the point of fucking monotony where I want to run a drill into the side of my fucking head just to get my legendary cards maxed out. Like, you should be able to get, in my mind, you should be able to get your character 100% done. Done by the time you're through the main story. Whether that means they need to stretch out the main story or whether that means they need to fucking amp up the way that you level out your legendary cards. But by the time I'm done with the story and I don't have any other fucking shit to do in this game, I don't, the character's no interest to me. I don't get enjoyment from these repeatable things. I get enjoyment from an NPC asking me to do something for them that they haven't asked me to do yet, so that I can feel like I'm going to do something that someone needs me to do. It's probably ridiculous as that sounds now that I think about it after I said it out loud, but that's the satisfaction I get from a game. Is like real life, only not as fucking shitty as real life. Like I can actually someone will ask me to do something, I can go do it. They'll actually fucking appreciate it. When that runs out, hey, I want to make a new character. Let's start this over again. Maybe let's try a different play style this time. Let's try a different weapon this time. Let's make some different choices this time. Let's side with somebody else this time. What the fuck? And then you add on top of it that you got to eat this and drink this, and you got to have a tea machine, you got to have a coffee machine, you got to have this, and you got to have that. I don't understand, like, what the deal is here.
Music to my ears.
Like I feel like Duchess gets it.
Got a transmitter in her. You could track her with your little radio there. Missing person number
Like,
2 goes by Saul.
I mean, I feel like I've found that pretty much every combat style, every weapon style, every whatever will work for you to play through the main story. But what happens is you say I want to be an archer, and I'm going to run through the main story as an archer.
The once proud home of
By the time you get through the story,
I figured someone should get
you'll be
some use
level
out of it.
60.
Find out what happened to him. If I need to find new people,
You can't even have a character, assuming legendary cards didn't even exist yet. You still can't have a character completely sorted by level 60. At level 60, you're still making changes to shit you didn't realize you were doing wrong up to level 50. I've made probably 300 characters in this game, and I'm level 70 by the time they're sorted, because it doesn't matter. Even though I know exactly what cards to take and what order to take them and how to be not wasteful, and I mean, I can get all the way to 50 without taking a single card that I don't use in the final build if I go down a certain path. I still always, at level 15, I'm thinking this thing, and by level 50, something drops, and then I'm thinking a little bit something different, so then I gotta spend 20 levels making a couple of fucking changes. But either way, by level 60, you're done. You're done with this fucking game. So I mean, they need to make the repeatable content more compelling to somebody who likes a game like, I come from Fallout 1, Fallout 2, Fallout 3, Fallout 4. That's what I come from. They need to make this game have be more compelling in that nature. NPC or your camp allies, they don't have to do anything, right? You could shut them off, their combat. Shut the combat the fuck off. Just allow them to walk around the world with you and just, do that casual comments that like the companions in Fallout 4 will do, where they react about a choice you made or a place you're in, or just the idle chatter. Just let my ally follow me the fuck around the world and be my buddy. Totally would 1000% change this game. This game would again go from whatever the player number is right now to 2 or 3 times that, just like it did with the Fallout show. If they just announce, hey, we added 500 new lines of dialogue for the 3 built into the game original companion or allies, and now they can follow you around the wasteland. Have fun. But they don't unlock locks. They don't do combat. They don't help PvP. Make it. Let's just make it so that isn't even let's not even bring that up. Because all you want them to do is be there and hang out. Like they weren't good for fucking combat and shit in Fallout 4. That's not why you had them. You had them because it was fucking nice to have somebody just hanging the fuck out with you. It's like, hey, I've been here once. Hey, I remember this place once. Just like that adds so much to the game, like you can't even understand. And I don't even know what in the fuck I'm gonna title this video now because I don't even know I like what I started and where I was going and what it turned into is not it's not at all what this video's turned into. But I think that's kind of it's kind of my MO, eh? But anyways, I'll show you here. Um I've really been enjoying this Archer, even though it sucks, kind of, really, in the broad strokes. Um, and, what did I take away from here? Oh, yeah, because I had to stand in the river and get radiated. Um, because that's still the easiest way to get that job done. But this is the build kind of where I've settled in. And what I did is I put away the instigating bow and I went back to the bloodied bow. And the reason being is the bloodied bow does, say, to the normie, it does about 90% of the damage the instigating bow does. But it does it on every shot, not just the first shot, or only if it's at full health first shot. Um, So in the long run, if it's something you got to shoot more than once, the bloodied bow is better. And the difference between what you'd have to shoot once with the bloodied bow and the instigating bow, it isn't really an issue. You have to be bloody to make archery work. You just have to be. Um, Archery works full health perfectly the same way that it works now through the if you play the story and you stick by yourself and that's what you're doing. But you try to go deal with like a super mutant behemoth or a Mylar queen on a full health archer build and you're gonna get fucked up. And it's still borderline not possible this way. You know, people tell you, oh, I can do it, I can go kill Earl in 1 minute. Well, show me. Live. But I've been enjoying the Archer. Um, and I was working on my armor, and I got 3 pieces now that are unyielding, and then I got auto one you shoot yourself with a stim pack, and one that you auto heal. But even still, I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it really raises my specials, but it doesn't make it anything crazy, you know. But with the 50% hit chance, the bow hits all the time. 27 agility is plenty to be 100% hidden 99% of the time. 24 luck with the right perk cards is enough to get you a critical every 3rd shot with the bow, which is more than enough realistically. So I mean, as long as, you know, and I switch to a different build if I'm gonna say, you know, we're, you know, in a server that's, you know, running queens or running earls or running expeditions or something. But if I'm doing the story by myself, or if I'm just going to random events where I'm more interested in getting, you know, whatever random might drop than trying to kill everything and get XP, I'm gonna hang towards the edge anyway, and it doesn't matter. I stick with this build. And the other thing is that it's not wasteful. You know, for every arrow that I shoot, I get about, on average, 10 back. So, I mean, I don't even put them all in my ammo container anymore because I don't need them, so I might just leave in the street. But yeah, I've been enjoying the Archer. But holy crap, this has been a rant. So anyways, until the next rant where I lose control of my thoughts and don't know how I'm going to title the video, I've been 7.